Alright. My goal for today is to
Is to blow up.
finish chapter 2. If we will actually get there or not, I have no idea.
Peter on.
I mean, we have to see how much trouble we're in from our drinking spree.
So, who remembers what happened last week?
Kenny went to jail.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh,
What
Yep.
happened?
Kenny, you went to jail and then Misty stepped away.
Huh? Oh yeah.
You got
yeah.
arrested.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Let's see. We
Lauren's
all got
having a
we all
really
got
bad time.
plastered.
Lauren's having a really bad time right now.
He went to jail where liars belong.
I didn't
He
know
doesn't
you
even-
played a liar.
Yeah, he's a fucking liar. That's why I slapped him last session.
I mean, I don't see why Lauren wouldn't play a liar. I'm kidding, of course.
anything else important happened?
The queen
Oh,
has to ask the king to let her do.
Allow
something.
her to put a statue of
not a
Ifrit
statue.
Tanis.
Statues, plural.
That's
Each
right.
island.
Ifrit
And he
Tanis
thinks
and
fire.
statues of Ifrit Tanis in specifically the throne room and capital and whatnot in the castle.
Yeah.
That's specifically what she wanted.
Brent,
Not
can
just any
you...
statues, the statues she makes.
Brent, can you refresh your page, please?
Okay, what did you break on my page?
Nothing.
You died forever this time.
I
That's all
just
Bren is.
forgotten.
he-
Bren is no longer a woman.
Brent is no longer a woman when
Ah!
you wake up. Oh, so yep, I'm on the previous page. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, you guys had a night of partying and drinking and having fun, and it was great, fantastic. We loved it. Was there anything
Huzzah!
else important that I had forgotten?
I had a fun time with Wee Joss. Let her know about Archie's affair with the sun.
That was fun.
Why do I have a basket full of stuff? What?
And a bunch of other stuff of which I forgot because it's almost like I don't play this continually, but once a week. It's not a life I live.
Did you put a basket of stuff in my inventory, Ada?
Maybe.
Why?
You went stealing stuff.
Yes, but why is it all garbage?
You told me
were
that you were
drunk.
just stealing stuff.
You never said it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Be glad there's not a baby in there.
But
Also,
that's
this is your
baby,
idea.
right?
No, so I actually got the idea of remember when we were playing Baldur's Gate?
The baby.
Who, me?
No, Raspberry.
What? What about me?
And then I looked in your inventory and there was just a whole bunch of random crap.
Yeah,
time?
that just kind of happens in Baldur's Gate.
So I decided that when you were on your stealing spree, you just stole a bunch of random crap. But you also got 30 golds worth of actual good stuff.
Got some good shit.
So yeah. You have
Good work.
stuff. And stuff. And more stuff. Anyways, let's see. You all had a great night of revelry and whatever the fuck Galdron was doing, because I don't remember.
I think I was staring at the glass, wasn't I?
Making
No,
sweet,
just
sweet
the
love to
egg.
the.
Hey, we're
Oh,
making
yeah.
sweet, sweet love to
Sweet,
that
sweet
glass.
love to the glass.
And the glass did not reciprocate.
Gee, I wonder why.
I would hope not.
Yeah, clearly, he did not get drunk enough.
No, legitimately. Galdron was just looking into the glass, and the glass was like, be our guest, be our guest.
No, the glass is not magical. It doesn't talk. He thinks it talks, but it does not talk.
That's not.
But you have a great time. It's a great time.
Oh, does he now?
Aloran wakes up.
Lauren did not have a good time.
Aloran wakes up. Fuck. You're hungover. You will have disadvantage on all of your rolls for the day.
Does he want to say hello?
So he has one exhaustion.
Yeah. Sure. You know what? Yeah. Lauren, you have 1 point of exhaustion.
Fuck. How do I add that to my character sheet?
So on the top, where conditions is, you can go ahead and add an active condition.
Condition of 1 point of exhaustion. Okay, there we go. Hans is having a bad time.
You fell asleep on a park
To get in
bench
your way.
And got arrested.
and got arrested. Slept in a cell, which was not very comfortable.
Oh, it's not.
But
It's
better
just
than the street, right?
It's just disadvantage on ability checks, not saving throws.
Yeah, sure, fuck it, let's do that.
Okay.
Whatever 1 point of exhaustion fucking gets you. You make your way back to the inn and you find everybody, including Bren, who is enjoying a lovely cup of tea. Sorry, a cup of coffee.
Bren, did I hear right?
Bren, who is
Bren.
a male.
Bren's no longer a woman.
Enjoying a lovely cup of coffee with some ham and eggs at the bar.
Does he have a hangover?
No, he's fine.
Why would I have a hangover?
Aloran's got his mask on and he has his one good eye closed. He's seeing through Nalia right now because he's so hungover that it hurts to see.
It hurts to look. Nalia's just on his
Well, we've all
shoulder,
been there,
just like, damn.
minus the alcohol and fun night before.
Damn, bruh.
Aldron walks into the room very confident.
Why? Why?
He
He
took
had a
that glass.
great time last night.
He had a great
He took
time.
that glass.
Damn. Alright. Everyone
Axel
else.
comes down. Is there anything different about Axel?
No. You know, Axel is not hungover for once. He's doing good.
Come on. No.
He's okay, Major.
Yataru, you are hungover a little bit, but you know, you're doing pretty good.
How's Avroth doing today?
How is Avroth? What did Avroth do last night? I forget.
Not a whole lot. He was probably just sipping a drink.
Avroth
He
is
was
doing
at the table.
great.
Where's that going?
He thinks that today is a wonderful day. Today's gonna be a productive day.
Definitely a Tuesday, right?
No, today's like a Friday.
Well, Avroth is pretty sure it's a Tuesday.
Alright, cool. It's a Tuesday for Avroth.
Yep.
Aloran's gonna get some coffee and he's just not gonna say a goddamn word.
Has anybody else noticed, other than Lauren, that Brent has turned back into a male?
Well, I would probably assume Galdron would notice that one person that had big old gazongas before doesn't have any gazonga Contagra Tugers.
That's not green. Green boy. Good boy.
Yes.
Some Dibong.
Do they want to say hello?
buffaloes.
Do they want to say hello?
Elor's like, congratulations on becoming a man again.
I'm gonna throw some chalk at him.
Alright.
Why?
The one piece of chalk
Excited,
that you
huh?
have.
What did I do?
Axel would notice because he set this whole thing up to fix the problem.
Alright. Everybody notices. Bren no longer has boobas.
No
I
more
offer
mommy milkers.
Yeah.
For my condolences.
Oh, my condolences, Averod.
I offer Lauren a tincture.
I'm hesitant.
Are you gonna specify what kind of tincture? Because I think I know what it is.
I'm just holding it out to him.
What is it?
It'll fix your hangover.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Sorry, what was it again?
It's to cure your hangover.
Is that do you promise? You promise?
I promise it will cure your hangover and nothing else.
Okay.
Everyone's night check.
It's like, I don't need anything else going on right now.
I
I'll
wrote a
take it.
14.
The
I'm not
tincture
gonna.
cures your hangover and nothing else.
Okay, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna trust Axel on this one.
Avra.
I've given you one of these
wait.
before.
Yataro goes over to Bren and he's like, "So you got a sex change, huh?"
I'm gonna look over. It's like, oh, did you want one of those? I pull out another bottle. Did you want one of those?
No, I'm just curious
He's
why
very-
he would change his sex.
Oh,
I'm now going to throw a candle at Yataro.
What did I do?
He got a
it wasn't
sex
his
change.
choice.
He got a sex change. He was assigned male at birth, but then he got a sex change, and
Wait.
now he got a sex change again.
Wait, why did you wait, what made you go? Wait.
he did
I don't
not.
know.
That's
He's
the thing.
indecisive. He's indecisive. He can never decide what he
Yataro's
wants.
literally just like, wait, why did you go from male to female back to male? That doesn't make any sense.
He had
Totally
an
ignoring
identity crisis.
There was never a crisis. It was you guys that was the problem.
How are we the problem?
What did any of us do?
You know, I have more items to throw at you, guy. And they only get sharper.
I'm going to give. I'm a roll intimidation on Bren, giving him the look when he goes to throw something at me.
Wait, if it cured my hangover, do I still have exhaustion?
Yes,
Yes.
your hangover and nothing else.
You still had a really bad night.
Yeah. When Bren goes to throw stuff at me, I give him the look and roll intimidation.
A 17.
Don't pay attention to him. He's just grumpy.
Accidentally gives him the light skin stare instead.
Bren, if you want to roll against that, because that is pretty high. Insight?
That could be a charisma saving throw.
Or, yeah, insight or charisma. I mean, never mind.
It doesn't matter.
You're gonna.
Regardless.
You guys just stare each other down. And then eventually the barmaid comes out. And she goes, "Oh, more of you. I have some ham and eggs in the back."
Ham and eggs.
Ham.
Please.
Sounds good.
Ham and eggs.
Let me get a spoonful of egg and flick it at
I love smoked meat. It's the best.
We are not having a food fight today. We got shit to do. Grow the fuck
I
up, both
gesture
of you.
I gesture the barmaid over. Is she a human?
No, she is a Ifriti. Ifrit.
Really? Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Why?
He wants to question well actually wait, what is Bran?
He's an
elf.
elf.
Damn
What
it.
else specifically?
Lauren's
wants to-
also an elf.
What elf specifically?
Okay, then I go to Aloran. I'm like, do your race normally change sex?
This is Lauren's exact reaction. He just starts giggling.
Your Tao is
Oh.
genuinely confused.
I don't. I don't think it's any more common for elves to change sex than it is for any other race.
I don't
He's
know,
just
maybe some
indecisive.
types of lizardmen might.
Certain
I
types
think
of yes.
Bren's just indecisive. He has issues with his identity. Don't worry about him.
Huh.
Gender dysphoria and all that shit.
I have no problems with my gender and identity. It is you guys that are the problem.
We literally did nothing at all. We did nothing. You can't keep blaming your issues on us, Bren. You need to confront your problems.
I
You
am.
did
That's why I'm
last
throwing
night.
shit at you guys.
The first step into accepting who you are is identifying your issues with yourself. Come on. This is an
I know
intervention.
who I am. You're the one with the drinking problem here, not me.
Point.
Hey, at least
Lauren,
I
how
know
does that
I
make
have
you
a.
feel?
At least I know I have a drinking problem.
I'm not the one that ended up in
Lauren,
prison.
Lauren, how
mean-
do you feel right now to that response?
I mean, it's not the first time I got put into jail for drunken behavior.
Bren, what do you think of that response?
I put him back there if I have to.
Lauren, how does such a reaction make you feel?
Oh my god.
Quite honestly, I'm getting more annoyed with you than Bren.
I see. Well, that makes me feel like fuck you all. Let's get going. I should not have shouted that. I'm on the green path, and there are probably people around who would object to such strong language.
Don't worry, Lauren. I have a drinking problem too. Splashes the water into his face.
That's not. That's. You know what? Good for you, Galtron.
Good for you, Galdron.
Yeah, it just makes me realize you have two youngins in the party.
I'm gonna be young forever.
Wait, how old is Axel? How old is Axel?
That's none of your business. That's a rude question to ask.
Well, I'm
How
just
old
like
are you?
out of character. I'm asking that question.
Oh, he's like 40 something.
Lauren is the second oldest person in this party. That is bizarre.
I'd have to look at his exact age. I'd have to look at the sheet.
I mean, before I think the oldest was Siegfried.
Correct.
Yeah, but his lifespan was counted in centuries, so.
Yeah.
Am I the youngest one in the party?
No. Yataru is the youngest one in the party.
No.
He's only 6.
Wait,
Gal-
technically,
Galdron is.
Oh,
Galdron
yeah,
is
technically
Galdron
Galdron is
is
literally
born
days
last
old.
week. Oh.
Galdron was
Okay,
born
but how
last
old-
week. Not even
how
last
old is
week, like
Galtron's
2 days
soul?
ago.
Yeah.
Okay,
But how old is his soul?
We don't know.
Nobody
And
knows
if we're
how.
gonna go by
yeah.
that, his
Nobody
body
knows.
is actually.
We don't even
as
know
old
what
as the Earth.
Galdron is, dude. Like, nobody's even questioned it. We're just like, whatever at this point.
We
Who
trust
cares?
We trust Vice.
So do you guys go back to the place so that way you can teleport? Back to the castle?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I want to say goodnight to the tiefling.
Good night or goodbye?
Good night.
Goodbye. Sorry, not night. Goodbye to the tiefling.
The tiefling waves goodbye at you. Politely. And he says, a few words of wisdom if you don't mind. If you, ever come back, you know you can always, pop on by here for a visit. Just don't mention the little T word.
Absolutely sexy, and then I'll walk away.
That'll be alright.
So you guys go ahead and travel back to, the castle.
Stop.
And you go over to the teleportation pad, and as before, the little elemental, what was it, a shark? I think I said it was a shark.
Yes.
Is still waiting there. And it can only teleport, it looks like 3 people at a time, so it'll have to teleport you guys in small batches, because Galdron is just a really bulky guy. So in whichever fashion you guys want to go ahead and go, it does not matter.
Axel will be in the first group. Axel, Bren, and
Avroth?
Avra. Yeah, that sounds like a good party mix to start.
Alright, Axel, Brent, Avroth, you guys will be on the first one. Alorn, Galdron, Yataru, you guys will be in the second one. So the first group, it goes ahead and you step
Why
on
is the Lord babysitting the babies?
It only makes sense. You get along with Yataru.
He's the mama of the group. That's why he has birthing hips.
Oh my Christ.
Oh Lord, no. Lauren, here's the reason why. I'm charismatic. Bren is stealthy, and
Avroth is tanky.
Avroth is tanky. So in case things are weird, that's what we're doing.
In case things go
Alorn.
bad.
Also,
I
Yataru's
have no
on my
idea
side
why.
of the teleporter.
Yataru.
Yataru's touching me.
Galdron, y'all need to get along.
I mean, if
Lauren, Galdron's touching me. Alright. So you guys go ahead and get on, and this one, when you teleport, you guys have teleported before. It's simple, easy. It's sickening the first time you do it. But this is a long distance teleport, and it's jarring, because when you guys go ahead and teleport, it feels like pieces of your body just go ahead and are ripped from you, and then put back together in another location. And when you guys go ahead and get back to that location, you see that it's another room. It's the room that you guys had saw when you were in Mount Thorn before. You see runes on the floor with plaques above them.
When Yutaro comes out of the teleporter, he throws up on the floor.
what color is it?
Rainbows.
It's just
Rainbow threw
No,
up
it's
again.
no, it's just white. And Yutaro's like, "Oh, my bad. That was my lunch," and he starts picking it back up in his mouth.
No!
Oh,
no!
God.
No.
Can you
I'd
guys
rather just pat him on the back.
can you guys do, I actually forgot, I skipped a step. Can you guys do a
Excuse me?
perception check? Before
No,
you
let me get my
teleport?
phone
Come
out.
on, it's fucking lucid as shit.
Let me get my phone back out and unlock.
I can do it for you real quick. I actually have my thing
Nah, I
on
want
your
it.
sheet. Alright, fine. I rolled a 32 for you, though.
Can you roll for me?
No,
I
you're
mean,
on
a
your sheet.
28's still really good. So whichever you want to take.
You want me to roll for you? Are you at your computer?
I'm currently downstairs getting myself coffee.
Alright, let me roll for you real quick.
I need to turn back on my hardware accelerator. Hold on.
I got a nat 20 for you, so sure.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Is that with the advantage?
yeah.
Great, and that 20 for.
I got 12.
God damn. Alright, so
But Utah's also finishing his throw up.
this was
No.
before you guys teleported because I skipped a
What?
step.
That's what birds do.
Lauren is going to slap his hand. Stop. That is enough. Disgusting.
It's okay. I'm all done. Wipes his beak.
So
Lauren, like, gags.
as you guys before you guys teleport, because I skipped a step, you notice
Oh, hold on.
please don't
Adam.
ever do that. That is gross.
I had
So
to reverse it.
shut up. Before you guys teleport, I forgot to mention that also in the room where the little shark elemental is, that there were a whole bunch of runes on the floor there as well. The difference was that there are glowing plaques of different colors there. For those of you that got above a 17 perception, Galdron, did you roll?
Oh no, I did not. I wasn't being very perceptive.
You could just choose not to.
But I was very perceptive.
Apparently, you were very perceptive. You notice that these writings coordinate to a location. Now, for those of you that either speak Infernal or Sylvan, you can know the locations of some of them, and particularly the one that you're about to step on says the Dwarven Castle.
Sylvan? What is Sylvan doing here?
It's a really great question. What is Sylvan doing
I don't know.
here?
What is
I
Sylvan doing
Colonel-
here? That's the language of the Fae.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Can I read the ones that are in Sylvan?
So all of them are in Infernal and in Sylvan. So there's an Infernal translation and a Sylvan translation.
What's the Sylvan translation?
The same thing.
Okay.
Yep.
What? But why would there be? Can I roll something to know why there would be Sylvan writing here?
Uh,
This is kind of bizarre. There's not really exactly many Fae here, as far as I'm aware.
there really is no. Oh, did the boy? Is that the boy? Hello.
Is there a kid?
There's a kitten. Hi. Adam
How's
brought
he
in
doing?
Ace. It's the boy. He's doing good. Okay. Sure. Adam. Sorry. There really is no lore or history or anything that I can give you as to why there's Sylvan here.
Okay. That's just really bizarre.
It is. It's extremely bizarre. But it is here. It's not that you've heard any of the people speak Sylvan. But
No.
I guess you also haven't looked around enough to see the people writing either.
Fair enough, I suppose.
So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward now to the part where you guys are now teleported to the other side. The first group goes ahead, teleports to the other side, and you are greeted by a gnome who is tinkering with something, and then he stands up, panicked, and of course, basically caught off guard, and
Did he notice me throw up on the floor?
This is when the first group comes in.
Okay.
And he rings a bell. And as the second group arrives, Yutaro throws up on the floor. The gnome from before, that you guys met before, the one that was in the red and gold robes, stands in the doorway, extremely surprised. The two dwarven guards that accompanied him also stand there, weapons drawn.
Did we pick up the Deathgate piece that we had stashed away?
Did we stash it?
You
we
guys have
stashed one. We stashed one at the tavern. I know for a fact.
We
Uh-huh.
went back to the tavern. We picked
Yes.
it up. We came here.
you guys have all
We
four.
went to- Okay, we got all four. Okay,
Yes.
it'd be really embarrassing if we just forgot to get one of them.
No, you have all four pieces. You have all of the pieces now. Which is why I'm really surprised you haven't just tried to decipher it yet.
I
We
don't
have to help the queen first.
Because Yotaru threw up.
Because Yutaro threw up like a heathen.
And he's eating it.
Yes.
Was he a cat?
No, he's not eating it. He eated it. It's done. It's gone.
Okay, it's gone.
It's
think
gone.
ate it.
And now in the doorway before you is the gnome minister from before, the two dwarven guards from before, pointing their weapons at you.
Ah,
That's-
hello.
That's a rather rude greeting.
We have met with the queen and have come to discuss with the king how to resolve this most unfortunate business. You can stop pointing those at us.
The minister goes ahead and has them lower their weapons, and he goes, oh, sorry, I did not recognize you guys. I was very, caught off guard by the fact that the teleporter from the Queen's castle was activated. It is very uncommon that it does activate.
And so your first inclination is to point weapons at the person coming through?
You never know. They're fighting. People do
It-
crazy things. Haven't you
also-
ever thrown something at someone
also-
else?
Also, one of them is a famous priest from one of your majoring cities. So, just saying.
I'm sorry, Father. We take security here very seriously. Even a priest such as you would understand.
I mean, it is a palace. It is
You
a
don't
king.
come here without an invitation.
Ah, yes,
That's
invitation.
what we have.
I pull out the paperwork.
Uh,
I don't really think that qualifies as an invitation. I feel like that's a.
so he takes the queen's letter that she gave you, the free pass, basically. He looks it over. He rolls his eyes. He gives it back, and he says, "All right, I'll take you to the king. I must warn you, he is quite busy at the moment, but because this seems so urgent to her, I'll take you to her. To him."
Is cheddar cheese okay?
For what?
Cats.
Don't feed her more food.
But she's
You're
licking
asking
it.
if my cat was okay, and I'm like, yeah, she's fine.
Cats
Just
and dogs
deal with
are
it, brother.
lactose intolerant. Ideally, you should not be feeding them anything with lactose in it.
Well
That is-
said. Thank you.
Again, that's ideally. I mean, it's not gonna fucking kill her if you give her a small piece of cheese, but
Don't give her any cheese, babe. She doesn't need it. She's
Licking
fat
it.
enough.
But she's licking it.
Don't do it. She's fat enough.
Can't she just lick it at least?
She can have a little. No, she cannot have any.
I'm sorry, baby.
So he takes you to the king, to the throne room that you guys were in, and you notice that the throne room, is basically empty, except for, a large desk and a single chair where the king is. You see stacks and stacks of paper, ink and quill, and a whole bunch of, like, an abacus and everything. A giant workstation, books.
I want to roll history on that desk to know if it's the one we sold Archie.
It's not.
What?
Okay, good.
Why
No.
would he have that desk?
It's.
I
not.
don't know.
It's. Not. I'm just gonna tell you. It's. I'm. No, it's not. It's. I'm not gonna be that stupid.
Okay.
And it's in the room where his royal court would normally be. It's literally just him and a few guards.
Does the king recognize Jotaro?
He
Should
looks.
he?
So, when you guys come in, he looks up. He does not recognize. He doesn't know you. You've never met the king before.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't meet the priests personally. But he looks up and he recognizes a few of you. And he kind of just waves you to come closer, and he continues to write.
So, Your Majesty, how are you doing?
He sighs and he says, "There's more and more paperwork piling up as the days go by.
It would be fantastic if you had, a queen to help you.
It'd be fantastic if our borders could open again. These trade
Yes.
agreements are by far subpar.
What if we had a solution for you that was really nothing, a small little thing?
If you had a solution for all of this, I would be all ears."
Awesome. She's willing to. All she wants is the statues of Ifrit Tennis to be on display alongside those of her husband.
This again?
I mean, can you really blame a queen for wanting to show devotion to her god's lover when she is her king's lover?
It's not about love.
No, probably not. But we can pretend. Pretend makes life easier.
May I ask why you're so obstinate to the idea of
I don't want the people to be misled.
Misled how?
She isn't a god. She's definitely a symbol of hope for most of the people here. But she's not an object of worship. She's an object of hope.
Is hope not an object of worship? Consider this, Your Majesty. She was worthy enough to be loved by your god. Is she not worthy enough to be loved by your people?
He kind of sits back in his chair. And, he thinks about it for a second.
Do I need to roll persuasion?
No, he huffs and he says, "I'll think about it."
Yeah.
Mm,
Can I say
you
something?
bend. Oh, sorry.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Yotaru, I believe, has something to add to this.
So, if it is the case about worshiping the set god or not, technically, I mean, we have what was it, the house of
Hansa?
who Yutaro? Yeah, Hanseth. So, I mean, there's already worship of other gods. Wouldn't just
No,
allowing
Hanseth is the god here
Mm-hmm.
of Dayren.
Well, either way, there are people who worship other gods that come in and out of the city.
Yeah.
Wouldn't just giving
The issue is that Ifris Tannis isn't a god.
She isn't part of the pantheon.
But she is by marriage.
Whenever two people become married, they're not two different people. They're one and the same. They're
Well,
family.
no, that's not true. They're not one and the same, but their families, their houses
They're
are
two
joined.
They're two sides of the same.
Their houses become the same.
What Yutaro's trying to say is, wouldn't it just make more sense to have the ability for people to choose just for that way to like branch yourself out to a wider audience? Get
Your
more
Majesty.
people under your rule.
Many
That's
of
true.
the Ifrits already consider Ifris Tannis to be their savior.
Your Majesty, if I might interject here, I would like to point out that you cannot have Ifrit Tannis without her husband. Their stories are intertwined. You're afraid of diminishing it's Hanseth, right?
Yes.
You're afraid of diminishing Hanseth when all including her can do is highlight his love and compassion.
And get you more
and get you wider
more
popular
followers under your belt.
wider acceptance of the populace.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me ask you a question, sir. What's his name again? The king's name?
Oh, shit. Hold on, let me look.
Man, that glass never left its number, did it?
No, it never did. It's King Hellforge.
King Hellforge. Let me ask you a question. Do you love your wife?
Very much so.
Do you think Hanseth loved his wife?
Yes.
Would you want there to be monuments of yourself without your wife by your side?
Not ever.
Do you think Hanseth would?
I wouldn't know.
My point being is when someone really truly loves them, they never want to be apart from them. And I'm sure they wouldn't want the world to perceive them as separate. And if Hanseth really did truly love Ifris Tannis, it is my belief that he wouldn't want there to be monuments of him without her by his side.
There's also that and the fact that your entire nation's just gonna be split. Do you want your nation to be split? And potentially, should I vote like a deception for this?
It depends on what you're gonna say after that.
Potentially, there could eventually even be a coup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or civil war.
Don't mess this up.
Oh my god, my die's not rolling properly.
I want to assist him with this.
I just had this really heartfelt message, and now you're over here trying to scare him.
I got
good
20.
cop, bad cop.
I would like for it to pop up. Okay, is that a natural 20 or an unnatural 20?
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
My
Okay,
dice is
so
lagging.
that's a persuasion check that you did. Paul.
I guess I could roll it as persuasion. It's the same either way.
No, deception is better.
I wasn't
'Cause
trying to deceive. I honestly believe there could be a civil war if they don't get this figured out.
because there hasn't been a talk through the time that you guys have traveled. No one's talked about a civil war, or rebellion, or coup.
True.
I'm just saying, like, Yutaru just had it happen to him.
That
you
was like a whole different situation, though.
Yeah, but he's using it to his advantage. He's saying what exactly could happen to the nation.
So the king goes ahead and he just sighs a heavy sigh and he says, I understand where you guys are coming from, and I appreciate that you worry for this country. But
I'm less worried for the country, and I'm more worried about you two.
I also worry for my people. And with that, I want to be left alone with my thoughts.
Wait.
Come along. I'm gonna try and get him to come before he does something.
That
else.
glass stole my money.
Can someone tell Galdron he doesn't have money real quick?
You don't have money.
Galdron,
Yeah,
you
but
have a
money.
Galdron, you have a credit card?
You're
You
right.
have a vice card.
Yeah, you have a vice
Sorry,
card.
I forgot.
I think you're fine. I think Galdron's just like listening to this heartfelt fucking moment, and then he goes, "Wait, that bitch stole my money." The guards are like looking at each other like, "This bitch for real?"
As we're walking out, can I just Yutaru just goes ahead and is like, I find it funny how we all have these like pimp daddy cards.
Oh, so before you go ahead and leave, the king goes ahead and stops you guys before you leave. He calls over Galdron, or I guess more specifically, he points and waves Galdron over, and he's scribbling on some pieces of paper. And without even looking up, he hands them at Galdron, except below the desk. And then he says, I'm sure you know what to do with these, my friend. They'll get you down to the, they'll get you down to Ebonstone, as per usual, our agreement. And then he looks over at the desk, only to realize that it's not Vice standing before him, but Galdron.
How would he confuse the two?
He didn't look up.
I feel like he more sensed the presence of
Galdron
the
yells,
gauntlet.
"Thank you for this paper."
Do we see this happen? So can we roll to try and?
Well, you definitely hear it happen.
So, roll an Arcana check.
Arcana.
The king hesitates to give you the papers for a second, but he still gives you the papers nonetheless.
23.
Arcana.
10.
Lauren says one more thing before he goes.
You want me to roll it as well?
You want to roll an Arcana?
Sure. Hey, that almost was a 16.
Damn.
Almost 21. But then it turned into a 3. So I got 8.
Oh, I would like Lauren to say one more thing to the king before he goes.
Let me do this first, and then you say your thing. So the king uses magic sense on everybody that walks through that door to record basically a magical signature. So he has a magical signature on all of you guys. Recorded in basically like memorized for him. And since Galdron is basically the living embodiment of, well, the gauntlet, Vice's gauntlet, he thought that Galdron was Vice. And even though he can visually see that Galdron is not Vice, he thought that Vice was still with you. Just because Galdron has the reforged gauntlet. And that's why that is. Yutaro, you don't know this. Avroth, you don't know this. Bren, and Aloran, and Axel, you're the only ones that know this. Galdron, you don't know this.
He waves the paper in the air as he's running back to the group. Guys, I got an autograph from the king. Can you believe it?
Good job, Galdron. Good job. Can you hand it here real quick?
I've never met somebody so famous.
I know it. It's crazy, isn't it?
When you look at the papers, Aloran, they are tickets to the lava tube for all of you.
Okay,
Again?
good.
Again, yeah. How do you think you got up here?
SpongeBob movie.
You want to go on a lava tube, Galdron?
That sounds amazing.
Come on, let's go, big boy.
Oh my god.
And this is why you oversee the little ones.
Before, as they're all walking out, Yutaro, quickly turns back to the king. You managed to have some fresh corpses on hand, do you?
Shut
Wait,
up.
what?
Lauren covers his beak. Ignore him. Ignore him. Do not pay attention to him. No. You need to learn etiquette, young man.
You just
need
see
to
the
learn
king,
etiquette.
like, put his hand in his face and just, like, waves you guys away, and the guards just start shutting the doors on your guys' face.
When I was a high priest.
No. We need to sit down and have a lesson about what's appropriate to say to people and what's not.
And this is why Lauren babysits. Because Bren would have just let it happen.
Is Aloran, oh fuck, what's his name? Steve from fucking Stranger Things.
Yeah. Yeah, Lauren's just Steve.
Lauren's gonna be a good dad one day.
And, fucking,
And Burnette's gonna be a good mom, I mean...
I was gonna say that Axel is, Sam. The one that comes up with all the great plans and then executes them.
Literally.
The really, really smart one. And everyone's always surprised by the smartness.
Smartness.
Anyways, so you guys go ahead and leave. I assume there's nothing that you want to do here in the big city. So
Can I
you
pick
go
up
ahead.
the nearest cemetery?
Nope.
And take stuff.
Nope.
We are not going and collecting fresh corpses. I'm sure we'll have our own opportunities to do so sometime along our journey.
So you make your way to the lava tube. They don't let you ride the roller coaster this time, sorry. You have to walk there. But as you make your way, eventually, as you're like halfway there, you see a bright, beautiful light surround the castle. And everyone around you, you start to hear delight murmurs as people say, "Oh, the queen has returned," or things that say that the family has reunited.
I knew the coup. I knew saying that there would be a coup would work.
I just hope what I said got through to him.
And
Carrot and stick. Good job, Aloran.
finally, as if the city in one fell swoop just sighs a grand sigh of relief. The family is finally reunited. You get to the lava tube, and as you guys are waiting in line, and it's your turn, well, the lava tube comes back. You see the elementalist, and he is reading a crystal slate, a little crystal slate, and as you approach him, he sets it down and gets the lava tube ready for you guys. Roll me a perception check, please.
Perception.
Nat 20.
Gosh. Alright, cool.
6.
I rolled a
6.
4, so I only got a 19.
Yeah.
Only a 19. Wow. Wow.
I only get a 20.
I rolled a
Wow.
4. I got 6.
You guys need to share that with Avrop.
I got a nat 20. I'm happy with that.
I'm sorry, but D&D Beyond does not roll good numbers for me.
You want to use your own dice?
Those are in my car.
Oh.
I just
Otherwise,
ordered
I
some new
only
dice.
have
I'm very
one?
excited.
Can I
I'm
roll?
very
Hold
excited.
on. I want to see what I roll if I roll for
I ordered 2 new sets of dice, and I'm very excited.
Apparently, I just naturally roll better for you.
Apparently.
Apparently.
I should just bring in my dice from out of my car, but
Okay, so did anybody get below a 17?
me.
No, you got a 19.
Right.
The Galtron roll?
Oh,
Yeah, he
you,
did.
you decided to use your roll instead
Yeah,
of mine.
you got a 19.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Did anybody get below a 17?
No.
No. Alright, so for all of you, you don't know what it says unless you speak Dwarvish.
I speak
I
Dwarvish.
speak Dwarvish.
I don't
Dwarvish.
speak Dwarvish.
I can get shorter. That'd be kind of dwarvish.
What do you speak?
So Axel's going to take this moment to start teaching Galtron Dwarvish and explain what these things say.
Okay, so on the tablet, it is what looks to be like a news tabloid. And it roughly says, like the big lettering, basic, it says, Dayren's royalty agrees to honor Tanis as demigod savior. And then on the side, you can read one that says border will open, and trade will continue. And then another one says a joyous day, to honor, a joyous day for Dayren, the honor of Ifris Tanis.
Just so you
Neat.
know, if you attempt to teach Galdron something, you have to make a wisdom saving throw, or else you take a d6 of psionic damage.
What? No way.
Okay.
Is that bit?
Because your brain hurts trying to make him
I rolled a
understand
2,
something.
so I got a 12. How's that?
No.
Alright.
Galdron's stupidity knows no bounds.
Take your fucking D whatever of damage. I love that Ducky went from the smartest character ever to the dumbest character ever. You can't teach me shit. And I also love that. Hold on, let me look. Galdron has a +1 in intelligence, but you didn't take the +1 language.
Correct.
Also, Adam, you do know you get. Oh, never mind. You did get the other 2 languages. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Ducky didn't. He was like, "Fuck that."
Any questions?
I have a question. How heavy is Galdron?
I think he's 340 I'm a 318.
We didn't have this problem last time. So Avroth and Galdron need to be in separate pods.
Mm.
Because of a weight limit.
Oh, that's fair.
And then,
On and fat.
yeah, and big.
And just generally swole.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, my armor probably weighs about as much as I do.
Avroth, how much do you weigh?
My weight is 240. The amount of stuff that I'm carrying is almost that much.
Well, Alorian probably weighs like 250, right, or something, because of those hips.
Why won't anyone let that go?
Yeah, the equipment that I'm carrying weighs more than I do.
I am going to kill you one of these days.
So
I will be the
you're gonna
one
have
to
to
end
take
you.
3 pods.
One more. Yatara would like to go on his own.
Why?
He gets motion sick.
He doesn't want to be
He's
shamed.
liable to throw up on everyone, okay?
And he doesn't want to be shamed when he tries to clean them off with his tongue.
Yes.
As Aloran so clearly indicate would be the case. He's trying to learn appropriateness. Aloran, you should praise your child.
There's a whole nother issue there.
Wow. Alright, Yataro can go in the second pod by himself.
Wait, he's also not my child. This is a grown man here.
Then
this is a grown freaking Kanku.
Galdron, Bren. Hold on, I have to think of this. Okay, you, Galdron, Aloran, and then Avroth, Bren, and Axel. How's that sound?
That's fine.
Cool. You guys go ahead. Get in. He summons the pods as before. Galdron, this is your first time seeing it, but I'm not really going to go into much detail because we've already described how this works. Seals you into the pods, and before you know it, you are sailing downwards this time, instead of upwards. Flying to Ebonstone.
Alrighty, sweet.
When you arrive, and get out of the beautiful pods, how many times has Yutaro thrown up?
I don't know, should I roll like Constitution or something?
Twice.
I mean,
now?
so it's not that bad. It's not that bad of. It's not that bumpy. Remember what we said? It's not as bad. It's not as bad as sailing on a ship. It's more like riding on a train.
Okay.
Are you not to?
So does he get sick riding on a train?
Do trains exist?
This is as close of a train. Well, yeah, no, trains exist. It's steam power.
We had steampunks.
No, I think it would be okay.
Alright.
Galdron steps out of the pod very carefully with his arms held out for balance.
Galdron's adorable. I hope he stays like this forever.
Or would fall asleep on the way over there.
So, again, it's only about a half an hour. So you arrive and you guys see 2 familiar faces and most welcomed ones, Mikey and Vinny. And they look at Galdron completely astonished. Mikey says, all teary-eyed, I think I'm gonna cry, Vinny. And he wipes a pretend tear from his eye. Vinny nudges him in size, and he steps up front and he says, he's just emotional without Alan. When the boss called, when the boss called little Mikey was about to commit 100 different crimes to get to the other side, knowing that Alan wasn't going to be here.
Well, now they're setting up the guild, or the new Hunters Guild over there.
I'm sure Alan's going to be back.
Oh, they're already back. What, you guys didn't know? They're
What?
Didn't know what.
waiting for you guys.
It's waiting for us.
The boss and Alan.
Already?
Yeah.
When they get here?
Before us, apparently. Well, let's go.
But Mikey like checks, looks at his wrist. There isn't a watch, but he looks at his wrist and he goes, probably like 12 hours ago.
That's what we get for getting drunk.
We had stuff we had to take care of.
Well, whatever, as long as you're, alive, I guess.
I mean, most of us are. Friends debatable.
You mean the chick that's not a chick?
Yeah, the chick that was assigned male at birth and is now a man.
Huh.
Well, I
Apparently,
can't make up their mind.
Didn't you guys have 2 other party members too at some point?
We
Right,
don't
it's now
talk
time
about
to throw the entire basket at Lauren.
Axel's just gonna be like, I give up. Just
Can
take
I
us to
do
him.
like an acrobatics to avoid it?
So, as you guys are like bickering the entire time, and fucking Vinny and Mikey are like jabbing you guys about the whole situation, you guys finally get to the hideout. And for Galdron, it almost feels like a dream. And as you're walking up to the hideout, you kind of are like tracing steps as if you're a little kid walking in someone else's like sand steps, like sand footprints, as you're like following them. You guys go ahead and enter into the catacombs and you go down, and Mikey and Vinny go ahead and lead you straight into the gate room. This room has completely changed. So when you first saw it, the table's no longer there. It's completely gone. Instead, you see a whole bunch of wiring all around the room and a giant console in the middle right in front of the gate. You see the gate pieces set up kind of in an order. And then you go ahead and see a bunch of stone and I guess stone-like sigils, all made out of different types of stone, kind of all around the room with wires kind of connecting them all. And you also see sigils on the floor and different types of materials and ribbon in a circle surrounding the console.
I'm gonna put my 2 Deathgate pieces that I've got on me down next to all the other ones.
The Deathgate pieces that you have, they start to vibrate in your bags. So for all the people that have Deathgate pieces, they start to hum almost.
That's weird. Anyways,
It's almost time.
We killed everybody and took some rocks.
In that room,
Yes?
you see
No.
Alan, who is working on the console, and then you see Vice, who is missing his arm.
Well, we knew that.
And well, his arm is like actually cut off, and it's now bandaged up.
Oh.
you gotta replace that with a badass mechanical one?
I don't know, maybe. I don't think that's
You
any of your concern, is it?
You should. I think it'd fit you.
Or
I
could-
feel like I knew someone once who had a robot arm. I can't remember.
Did you guys ever so I guess now is the time. Did you want to put the pieces together and find out what the gate finally says?
Love to.
Let's get dinner first.
No. We got shit we need to do.
We have to save the world.
Yeah, I guess.
Do I have a question, Ada.
What?
Would entering the Death Gate have any unintended results as of my precarious situation with my soul?
It will reset us all to level 1 and we start on a new part of the campaign.
with no
Um,
money.
It'll expand your hips by 3 sizes.
So
And your boob by 10.
we don't are you asking me as a DM or
I roll something to see if Alorn is like apprehensive about the idea of this.
religion?
Where's my religion?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, no way.
23.
So theoretically, this gate will take you through the not the underdark, but the underworld, and pop you out back to the other side. So your whole body is going through the underworld and then supposedly going out to the other side.
Sounds dangerous.
Now, whether that will have an effect on your soul or not is undetermined, but you know that there will be repercussions for doing this.
What flavor of repercussions?
We'll find out.
Lord starts turning white.
Yutaro goes over the vice and says, "You're a man of many riches, correct?"
I mean, I'm known to have a little bit of money.
Money.
Is there any chance you could perhaps acquire me a fresh corpse?
No.
Damn
Yataro!
They all belong to us.
I love it. No, they all belong to us.
He's the last person you should be asking for that. He's a greedy bastard.
So Alan goes ahead and puts the last of the pieces onto the gate.
Avril, what does it say?
I'll take.
You look at it, and it reads, "The devout shall know the true." Hold on, I read it wrong.
Holding on.
I wrote it really funky. "The devout shall know true death. The will of Seker will stand."
Is there any religious context to that?
Man, if only Vice was standing right fucking there.
Hey, Vice, what does this mean? Should we be worried? It doesn't matter. We're gonna have to go through anyway. Do I want to know?
What does it mean?
So, we had talked about this very, very briefly, but Vice knows, and he's gonna tell everybody this, that
For a fight.
this gate was once upon a time used by devout worshippers of Seker to basically skip dying and just go straight, like their souls and spirits went straight to Seker as like their final transcendence. Like they knew that when their time came, their final offering to Seker was going to be going to death. So the final death, the final testament of their faith was going through the gate.
You guys are okay.
But the thing is that there's two gates now. And the whole theory thing is you go in one side and come out the other. Now, if that was actually true for the monks of old is uncertain. But if you had the purest intentions and knew that your end goal in life was death, that you would have a clear way through. You wouldn't have to go through Gehenna. You wouldn't have to go through the underworld. You would just find Seker. Luckily, you have a follower of Seker with you, aka Galdron. Therefore, you should be fine. Theoretically.
This is like seeming like more and more dangerous by the second.
I mean,
Did
Like, now
anybody
that we're
say that this was gonna be easy?
Now
It'll
that
be
we're
fine.
finally here, it's like I'm staring down a goddamn barrel.
oh, now you're worried about it. Axel's just gonna start putting the pieces together. Come on, we have to do this one way or t'other.
You're not the one with a goddamn demon attached to his soul.
No, but I'm terrified of dying and really don't want to.
Wait, you guys can die?
Somebody stab him, see if he's living or dead right now. Either way, stab him.
As much as I'd love to, I think we're gonna need to be at full strength for this.
Well, we did just have a wonderful night out with a beautiful long rest.
Yeah, Elorn's like, yeah. Uh-huh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty good night.
Yeah, how was that glass? How was that crystal cup? Anyways,
Caltron get that crystal riz.
this is the last chance.
For what?
Is there anything we need to do on this side before we leave?
Or anything we should take with us?
How long is it gonna
Or
take them to get
anyone,
the portal
or
ready?
anyone you need to talk to?
You have 20 minutes.
Shit, that's not a lot of time.
Axel writes a quick letter to his business partner.
Elorn is gonna quickly write a couple letters to his parents, or not his parents, his dad, his sister, and his fiance, and then he's gonna hand them off to somebody to send them for him.
Vice has some carriers, personal carriers that I'm pretty sure he'd let you use.
Avroth is just chilling.
Anybody?
Elorn's like, Vice, if I don't make it back, you better take care of those hunters for me.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll be very profitable.
Right.
Now, why don't you go do me a favor and drop dead?
Why?
Lauren just still doesn't understand the joke.
No.
What's the joke?
We're
Wait,
gonna have to go and drop dead through a portal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's
You-
funny.
In order to go through the portal, you die.
That's true. That's really concerning.
You know, I've
Lord.
never been able to find out if one can get back from being dead, but I guess we'll find out.
Alurin's not actually afraid of the dying part. He's more afraid of what's gonna happen as a result of the dying.
I mean, if the demon gets free, it'll be in the Underdark not Underdark. It'll be in the underworld and trapped there. So no big deal.
So I
Or
know
it'll just be
Vice
free
here.
inside this
Vice here is
fucking-
not joining us, correct?
Correct.
So what about your other compatriot?
Which one?
Siegfried?
Should we invite Aisha?
I think Aisha's a bit like preoccupied
Preoccupied?
with like stopping Sigmund.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
sure
you're
hope that's
right.
going okay. We haven't heard from her in a while.
Yeah, you guys haven't heard from either of them in a while.
I mean, it's been like what, 2-3 days since he left?
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's made it there yet.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he has. Oh, right, you never showed them. He can fly. I think he made it. So you guys, are you ready for this part? I've been waiting for this part forever. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and start. So you guys, Alan goes ahead and instructs you all to stand in the circle right behind the console. And he
Then rolls
basically
out a cannon.
tells everybody else, so Vice, Cecil, Vinny, Mikey, to stand outside and to close the door and bar it. So that way it's a completely closed circuit room. And you guys are now basically trapped in this room, like Vice has molded Earth this room. Alan goes ahead and starts powering this thing. He basically presses some buttons and pulls a lever. And Galdron, you specifically, after a second, on the other side of this portal, on the other side of that stone, you see the silhouette of Seker sitting on his coffin, sorting souls. And then every single one of you, including Galdron, are hit with nausea. Nothing like you've ever had. Not to the point where you are throwing up sick, but it's
Thank
a
God.
nausea that's so annoying. Head spinning, world whirling, that just won't go away. And at the same time, you are heart racingly excited. Everything is exciting. This is it. This is the moment. The runes around the room start to glow. Everything starts to wash away. And finally, the words that Avroth can read but no other person can start to glow a purple, and then a red, and then a white. And the gate activates. The stone ring that holds the portal activates, and everything else stops. And the ring that is below you glows faintly, as if guiding lights pointing up the stairs and towards this now oozing black viscous material that's slowly cascading within the stone circle. It's falling forever of what could be any black material. Blood, oil, could it be slime or sludge? Either way, each and every one of you have to go through it. In the back of your minds, you can hear the slightest and faintest whispers. You don't know if it's coming from the portal or if it's just your mind playing tricks on you. But Alan stands there, silent, chilled. He doesn't say a word, but he looks at you all hopeful.
Axel is going to take off his earring to be his truest self, walk up, and jump in.
Galdron will walk into the portal.
Roth will shrug and follow suit.
I've had to walk through worse shit before. Begrudgingly trudge my way through.
Alright, last is Nataru and Lauren.
Yutaru gets behind the lawn and starts shoving them in. It'll be okay.
No.
He shoves Lauren in.
And I'm guessing you join.
Yutaru just laughs and is like, I've never experienced death before. And jumps in.
So, all of you jump in. And some of you have felt this feeling before, but you feel your bodies falling. But as you look around, there's nothing but inky darkness. Inky
Who's felt this
darkness.
feeling before?
Huh?
Who's felt this feeling before?
If you've ever like fallen, just or your body has like fallen you awake.
Is it like when you take that imaginary step at the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Inky darkness surrounds you. But then suddenly, and that's where I'm gonna end the recording. So this next segment is individual.
Oh goodness. Okay.
You don't
And-
want. Well,
It's not
Can you-
meant to be on the recording because it's personalized for each of you to either share or not share.
Ashi.
And I will start with whoever wants to go first, probably Axel.
Me. Oh, excellent.
I can wait.
But I was gonna go with
I-
whoever wanted to. I was essentially gonna go with whoever needed to go first, like whoever needs to leave first. So the people that have like work tomorrow.
That
Yeah,
might be
that makes
Ducky.
sense.
But so yeah, I'm gonna end the recording so that way none of this is recorded. Because again, this is personalized per person, and then I'm gonna grab each and individual one of you
Let's do
into
do the
calls.
people who are in like a time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not doing shit for another 2 hours, so.
All right.
I have to leave by 9, but so 9 my time, so it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes.
So we have time.
I got about 40 minutes before I need to head to dancing, but
so
I also don't
Joey goes
need-
first. Got it.